Hey there, welcome to the Beautox virtual paint class. Today we're going to be painting one of my signature abstract faces, like so. I'm going to walk you through the steps on how to paint it just like this. Feel free to paint it as vibrant as you want. If you want to create different background colors or different ways of painting it in your own style, you can, or if you want to follow along to make it look like this, you can do that as well. So let's begin. A couple of things before we start. You will need a plate or a piece of cardboard, something that you can mix your paint on. You're going to need a napkin, just something that you can wipe your brush off in between washing it out with your paint cup, which is also something you need, just a cup of water to wash your brushes out. And then, obviously, if you bought the paint kit, then you already have the canvas with the sketch outline. This is so much easier once it's outlined like this, so you're already halfway there. And then you should have all of your paint colors. Okay? I'm going to take the lids off of mine. And we will get started. Okay, so the first thing that I typically like to do is take my brush, and I like to start going in with my white paint and a little bit of my brown paint. So you want to use your paint palette to mix these two together. So you can take a little bit of white, put it on your paint palette, get a good amount on there, and then you just want a little bit of brown on your brush, and you want to mix those two together. So it kind of creates that beigey tan color. Get it mixed well, kind of like this shade, just kind of a light color. And you want to start to apply that to the face, sort of its skin tone. So you just want to apply that all around the outline. So like around the eyes. You want to fill it in with this paint color. And remember, this is abstract, so it doesn't have to be perfect. You just kind of want to get this filled in as much as you can, like so. And then same thing to the other side. Mix a little more paint if you need to. As you can see, I'm doing this fairly quickly. So you don't have to be super detailed because you're going to add some layers to this afterwards that can be a little more intricate. Fill that in with the shade. Okay. All right, so pretty simple as that. Just want to fill that in. Okay. All right, so that is your skin tone. So that's kind of the base color of your face. And then now, what you want to do is you can, so it's also flat, you can take some of your white paint and run it through the nose area to kind of brighten it up. You can kind of think of it as like applying makeup. You know, you would, if you do contour, you would put some highlight on your nose. You can do some lightness under the eyes if you want to. Just kind of brighten it up in some areas. You can do the chin a little brighter, and maybe a little on the shoulders if you want. And I'm going to do some throughout here. Okay, so pretty simple as that. Okay, so just brightened up some areas. Now, what you want to do is wash your brush out. Okay, so give it a good wash. You want to take your gold paint. Everybody should have some gold paint in their cup. And take that, and you want to start painting your crown gold. And you probably will have to do 2 coats of this, so it's good that we're going ahead and doing this now, because later it'll give it a little bit of time to dry so you can do a second coat. Okay, so you just need a good base coat of the gold paint because you're going to let that dry and then you're going to come back to it after you painted a couple of other things and do a second coat. So now I'm going to fill in my necklace with gold. Okay, so just fill that in. And then either your top or bottom lip you can paint with the gold. I'm going to paint my top lip gold on the face. Just get a nice good coating on there. Okay. And then also add some gold highlight to your cheekbones. Just kind of do a simple brush stroke across the cheekbone, put a little highlight. Okay, like that, okay. And once again, we're gonna have to do 2 coats of this. So once you have done that, just kind of let it sit for a second. We're gonna move on to our next step. Push your brush out. Okay, so take your black paint. And by the way, you can, I was saying earlier, if you wanted to paint your background blue or pink or yellow, you can. Feel free to do so. For this particular painting, we kind of want it to look like this style, so I think the black really pops and complements these colors well, so that's why I chose a darker background. But feel free to branch out and do your own thing if you want. So anyway, so I am going in with my black paint and I'm filling in my background. Got this side filled in with my black paint. Carry it on up here throughout the crown. So we have our background painted. Looks pretty good so far. If you want to paint it like this one, you can do this color eye, or you can switch them up if you want to. Just kind of follow along and do it in your own way if you want. It will look good either way. I've done these with a million different color combinations, so you can't do it wrong. You can't mess it up. But I think I'm just going to stick to how I normally am used to doing it for this painting. So I'm going to paint my eyes yellow, kind of like a citron yellow. Okay. Give another coat. All right, so we got our eyes painted. And then I'm gonna wash my brush out once more. And I'm going to do mine this beautiful blue turquoise color. And looks good, looks bright and colorful. And then, so at this point, your gold should be starting to dry. So you can go ahead and go in with a second coat of your gold paint. I'm going to start painting my crown again. Okay. And then if you need to touch up your highlight, your gold highlight on your cheekbones, you can do that as well. 1, 2, our next step, which would be outlining everything. So all of the facial features, all of the lines of the sketch, You should still be able to kind of see them from the skin tone that you painted earlier because you did it kind of a light coat. So you can still see everything underneath, and you are going to paint with black with your brush all over this, and it'll really start to pull out all the features of the face. Take your black and go in with your black again, and you just want to start to outline everything. Okay. Everything that I'm seeing, all the lines that were drawn out, just kind of do a rough outline. Um, Try not to make it so perfect because the more, as I could say, I guess messy that it looks, the better off you're probably going to like the end result. So just kind of do some simple brush strokes. Doesn't have to be anything super perfect. And then now is also, since you're painting with your black, now is a good time to touch up your background if you need to. Let me outline my necklace first. Then you can, like I said before, you can start to add some designs to your crown if you would like to. I kind of just do some kind of like triangular shapes or ovals, just kind of whatever I'm feeling. Very simple, not anything perfect. Could do some circles. And then you can also, you'll have to let that dry for a second because you're going to go in with some different colors throughout the crown afterwards. But while you're doing that, you can start to add your lashes. Okay. And then repeat the same thing to this side. Okay, so looks pretty good. We're in good shape so far. Next, as you can see as I did it here, you can do some lines straight across. You can do some circle patterns if you want. I'm going to try to keep it closest to this. Okay. And then in the center, I left a little bit of room because I'm going to do a little bit of the citron color. The bright yellow, the love pink and yellow together. Okay, like that. Okay. You can also add some throughout the shapes as well, if you want to. Okay, like that. Okay. All right. And then you can outline these shapes if you want with your black paint. Pretty abstract, pretty loose. Don't try to make it look too perfect. Okay, so we got our crown finished. And now, you guys, we are almost done. I want to add a couple of touches of blue here on the eyelids. Okay, like that. And then your skin tone, I'm going to touch up. So I'm going to go back in with my brown, put some on my pink palette, and then go in with some white and mix those together once again. You want it a little bit more brown than white, so it's a darker shade. You're going to kind of use this color to outline certain areas around the face, so it kind of gives it some dimension. Oops. And then you can add some throughout here. And then on the neck. And then you guys, once you have done that, your face is complete. What do you guys think? I think this one turned out pretty good. I can show you the close-up. Looks pretty vibrant and colorful, which was the end goal. So I'm happy with it, how it turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed this class today. And if you have loved watching me do the virtual classes, you're in luck because I'm going to do another one next week. I'm probably going to do the skull painting. I know I've been saying I will do it for a couple of weeks now, but it's officially coming, so keep an eye out for that. And let me know how your piece turned out. Let me know how you enjoyed this paint class, and send me pictures. You can DM me or tag me on Instagram and I will repost them. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you later. Bye.